Guys, I am Ajay Saroz, hashtag Mr. Cool. So today we are going to study about the prokaryotic cells. In previous lecture we only know about the cells, and now in this lecture we study about the types of cells. So prokaryotic there are two types of cells, prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Now in this lecture we study about only prokaryotic cells. So what is prokaryotic cells? Prokaryotic cells are which having a not well organized nucleus, and they have no membrane bound nucleus and organelles, and they include they in prokaryotic cells bacteria, blue green algae, mycoplasma, and pneumonia like organism. Pleuropneumonia like organism are a cell, and they are the prokaryotic cells are generally small and multiply more rapidly than eukaryotic cell, and they vary in a shape and size. And the bacteria have a four basic shapes. In previous lecture biological classification we know our kingdom Monera. There are I say a bacteria depending upon their say bacteria are four type, four having a four types of shape. So first is the bacillus. Bacillus is a rod like shape. Coccus means spherical in shape, and vibrio comma shaped, and the spirillum muscle is spiral in shape. These all bacteria having these all types of shape which is to come in the prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell. Now the cell, the organism which having a prokaryotic cell, there are components are present. There are cell components are the first, the prokaryotic cell having a cell envelope, mesosomes and chromatophores, and nucleoid, flagella, pili and fimbriae, ribosomes and inclusion body. The prokaryotic cell, these all organelles present in the prokaryotic cell. And this what then the first cell component is the cell envelope. Cell envelope is the chemically complex protective coating. The outer layer of the prokaryotic cell is called cell envelope, which cover the cell. It is made up of three tightly bound layers. First, glycocalyx, cell wall, and plasma membrane. So this is the cell envelope is covered by three layers, so glycocalyx, cell wall, and plasma membrane. These three layers are this covered cell envelope. So what is glycocalyx? Glycocalyx is the outer layer of the cell wall, cell envelope, outer layer of the outer layer. This is the outer layer of cell. Its composition and thickness are vary in different bacteria. Composition which consists of many, everything is different vary with the different bacteria. It may be slime layer, loose sheath, and capsule thick and tough there are present, and every cell. After that we know what is cell wall. Cell wall is a middle layer of the cell envelope and seen in all prokaryotes, and it gives a shape to the cell and provides a structural support, prevent the bacterium from bursting or collapsing. So the cell wall is a protects the internal part of the organs. In every plasma membrane, it is the inner layer of the cell envelope, and it is a semi-permeable in nature, and interacts with the outside, and this is structurally similar to that of the eukaryote. That is structurally similar to the eukaryotes. Now cell envelope, based on the types of the cell envelopes and responses to gram-staining bacteria are two types. Gram-staining bacteria are two types, so gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria. The gram-positive bacteria, they take up and retain the gram stain. But in gram-negative bacteria, they do not retain their gram strain, and which is gram which is the gram positive and gram negative bacteria are discovered by the Krishna Gram. He developed the gram staining method, and in which he used Escherichia coli, which is the gram negative, and Staphylococcus aureus, which is gram positive, and these gram positive and gram negative bacteria are discovered. Who discovered the Christian Gram? So now other organelles of the cell prokaryote is the mesosome and chromatophores, membranous structure. So, and the mesosome is the formed by enfolding of plasma membrane. When the plasma membrane is folded, that is called plasma mesosome, and it includes vesicle tubules. So vesicle tubules and lamellae, and mesosome consists of vesicles and tubules and lamellae. So function of mesosome, there are various function of mesosome for formation of cell walls, for DNA replication. It is for help in the DNA replication, for distribution of chromosomes to daughter cell, for respiration and secretion process. It also, mesosome helps in respiration and secretion, and it increases the surface area of plasma membrane and enzymatic content. When it increases the surface area of plasma membrane and enzymatic content, everything is, these are all. And chromato, after that we know about the chromatophores. Chroma means color, force. So these are the membranes enfolding of a prokaryotes. Example, cyanobacteria, they contain a pigments, they color pigments, so it is called chromatophore. So now third organ is the nucleoid. Cell component is the nucleoid. Nucleoid is the non-membranous circular genomic DNA, which is single chromosome genetic material, and many bacteria have a small circular DNA that is called plasmid outside the genomic DNA. It gives us some unique phenotypic characters. It gives us some phenotypic character to bacteria and nucleoid. There is this DNA is present. And now second is the flagellum. The fourth component is the flagella. These are the filamentous extension from the cell wall of motile bacteria, and their number and arrangement are varied in different bacteria. And bacterial flagellum has three parts: filaments, hook and basal body. Filaments, hook and basal body. The filament is the longest portion and extend from the cell surface to the outside. This is the structure of flagella, and this is the tail, and this hook and basal body. Inside there are a basal body. So now the fifth component is the pili and fimbriae, which is present in the prokaryote cell, and these are the surface structure that have no role in motility. Pili are elongated tubular structure and made up of special protein. That protein is called pilin. And fimbriae are a small bristle like fibers sprouting out of the cell. In some bacteria, they help to attach the bacteria to rocks in streams and to the host tissue, fimbriae. Now the sixth component of the prokaryotes is the ribosomes. Ribosomes are a small units, large units, and higher 70s. The ribosomes are present in the prokaryotes. They are associated with the plasma membrane of prokaryotes. Ribosomes are associated with the plasma membrane of prokaryotes, and they are about 15 their size is a 50 nanometer by 20 nanometer in size, and they are made up of two subunits, 50s and 30s units, and they together form when the 50s and 30s to form format 70 as prokaryote ribosome. S means sedimentation coefficient and sedimentation coefficient, a measure of density and size. What is the sedimentation? Which measures the density and size of the ribosome. And ribosome functions of, there are various functions of ribosomes. Ribosomes are the site of translation, which is help in the translation process during protein synthesis. Several ribosomes may attach to a single mRNA to form a chain called a polyribosome, so which is also known as polysomes. Ribosomes of a polysomes translate the mRNA into protein, which converts the protein mRNA to protein. Inclusion bodies. Now inclusion bodies, these are the non-membrane stored reservoir material seen freely in the cytoplasm of prokaryotic cell. These inclusion bodies is a non-membrane and which store the materials freely in the cytoplasm of the prokaryotic cell. Example, phosphate granules, synophician granules and glycogen granules, gas vacuoles, etc. are stored in inclusion bodies. And gas vacuoles are found in the green, blue, green and purple and green for photosynthetic bacteria. In this bacteria are found. This is the structure of inclusion bodies, and there are inclusion bodies and they store the all materials of the cells. Now in this lecture we cover the prokaryotic cells. Guys, if you see